Utah's real estate is as diverse as its climates. From the summits of Park City all the way to the red rocks of St. George, Utah's real estate is bursting with character. Utahns love their real estate.
But it's always evolving and changing, whether somebody wants to sell it or remodel it.
This is Utah Real Estate Essentials.
It's just so fun. Okay, Julie, for this one, we're going to be heading down to Spanish Fork, and of course, everyone knows where Spanish Fork is, just past Springville, right?
Yeah, right there in Utah County.
That's right, and so we're going down to a beautiful cul-de-sac, which is a really nice location of Spanish Fork, right there by the canyon, and then you look out off to your left here, and you can see these beautiful mountains. They've got some really good golf courses down here, and you're right up in a nice little quiet cul-de-sac here. Look at those views, right?
Don't you just love Utah? Look at those mountains.
You know how much you'd have to pay for that in another state?
That's
but here in
wonderful.
Utah, we get it all, right?
All the time.
Yeah. And so we're going into, so this is a great house and very, very popular because these are the type of houses that can't be replaced in Utah because the price and the square footage, there has to be massive appreciations in a house like this.
Oh, great. And I'm just looking at this. You walk in, there's a formal living room, and then it does connect to this family gathering space. Yeah. That's wonderful. I really love being able to
It's great because you got that kind of family area right as you walk in, then you've got your living area here and into a great room, which is right off the kitchen.
You bet.
Yeah. And this floor plan is always popular because it's got your master on the main floor and the kitchen on the main floor, a great room, which never goes out of style, right?
And that master on the main is becoming more and more and more desirable
Never goes out of style.
Yeah.
And so this would be considered a Rambler style home with a full basement. And so you're on this house, you're looking at 6 bedrooms and 3 full baths. It's almost 3,100 square feet. Good size of house.
That's a good size home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of room. And so when you're talking, these are good size rooms too. When you think, that's 6, how do they fit 6 bedrooms? But look at the size. They're a nice size.
Yeah, nice walk-in closet, a master ensuite there.
Yeah. And so this is the master closet you go into, and it's an oversized master, as you can see. And they finished it out real well. I like this house. And the nice thing is we look at the cost of construction and what we're seeing going on right now, you can't replace these homes. And so you always look at this balancing of real estate of, well, what can we replace, what we can make a new one for, and it's way more expensive. It'd probably cost you another $100,000 to build this home new.
Well, the materials and the costs of the permits, everything is increasing all the time.
That's right,
so.
and it can't come down.
Nope.
Because the cost of materials and the cost of labor never go down.
They don't.
And so what happens to homes like this, they're always desirable in a cul-de-sac, nice little backyard, nice little community. It never goes out of style with great views.
Yeah.
And so this is, and you're always, these people are always weighing the idea of, well, should I rent or should I buy? Right?
Definitely buy.
Definitely buy.
Definitely buy.
And this is an example of, because you can ride that equity. And here we're going down to the basement here. Now they've got another room down in the basement they can add in. So if you want another family room, and they've got the storage right here and another bath right off there, and they've got a perfect little area where you could put a little secret door in there, and they've got a little room that you would have no idea that's there.
Well, I noticed that a lot of the bedrooms have really comfortably sized closets. This is a great home.
So headed up to Park City, we got Ross Brookham here. So Ross, this is a special little property. Tell me a little bit about where it's located.
Yeah, it really is quite special. So this is up in the area, which is really a hidden secret within Park City. A lot of people don't really even know it's here. And that's because it's kind of on the quiet side. So if you sort of know where, Main Street, Old Town is, the area is located right between that and Deer Valley. So it's on the other side, looking towards Park City, Main Street, these incredible views. It's a really quiet place up here. You don't have to deal with the parking and the hustle and bustle of Main Street. It's a really unique neighborhood.
Yeah, looks beautiful. As we're headed inside, you can see it looks just like a parade of homes or something. They did a really nice job decorating.
Yeah, they really did. The owners have fantastic taste.
Okay, so this one is not listed on the MLS. This one's more of what we consider a pocket listing, correct?
Right, right. So we actually, we do this a lot in Park City. Owners who don't want to have their property, publicly for sale, that kind of thing. Don't want people coming through unless it's, a real serious buyer. But there's still a possibility of it being sold if the right person were to come along.
Yeah, it makes sense, and I can see why, because this got some beautiful views off the back of the house, right?
Yeah, it has fantastic views. Like I said, I mean, there's that balcony right off the kitchen and the living space, and that you're just looking straight at Deer Valley, over to Park City, all of Old Town, Main Street. I mean, it's really, you'd be hard pressed to find better views than this in Park City.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what price would make this property sell.
Well, it's not listed, so I can't say exactly, but I can tell you that comparable sales come in right around the $2 million range.
Yeah. And that's great, though, because how many bedrooms and baths are you looking at on this?
Well, exactly. So you're a touch under 3,500 square feet and 5 bedrooms. So, with the quality here, one of the fantastic things is you're really getting the very highest end quality of Park City, but you're not paying for the ski in, ski out prices. That's one of the really special things about the area in April Mountain, this subdivision.
Yeah, and this is a really kind of exclusive area where it doesn't really have the hustle and bustle kind of area, right?
No, exactly. As you can see, this is a family home. The owners have daughters. This is the kind of place where kids can play outside. You don't have to worry about cars or anything like that. But you're still, 1 minute from Main Street. So it's really a good compromise between sort of the quiet privacy of, sort of a luxury community and being very, very close to everything that Park City has to offer.
Yeah, that's great, because during the summer, there's nothing better than go up there and golf and get away from the heat of the valley. And then during the winter, you're up above the inversion. You get to, ski and enjoy the beautiful weather they have up there, which is
right.
Yeah,
right.
Park City is a special little area. So this is going to be the lower level then, right here, right?
Yeah, so that's one of the best things about this particular home. It's actually one of the few that's on the very front row of this subdivision. So there's nothing in front of you. You have dead-on views. It's on downward slopes. You have a lower level walkout. You've got a little garden area out there. Views again from that level as well as upstairs. There you have it. It's just amazing.
Great. So Ross, if somebody wanted more information, how would somebody reach out to you guys?
So on this, best way would be to reach Dave directly, 435-901-0904. You can also view our other properties at parkcityforless.com.
Most people aren't insurance experts. Shoot, most of the time they don't know what coverage they have or even who their agent is. It's okay. It's not your job to be an insurance nerd. It's mine. I even have the glasses and sweater vest. As your personal insurance nerd, my staff of nerds and I are excited and eager to get nerdy about your insurance. Your coverage is important and so is the price. We understand that. Let us get nerdy about the details. If you're looking for the cheapest price from some online company regardless of coverage, you've got the wrong nerd. Now, if you're looking for a personal relationship with a local insurance nerd who cares about covering you and your family and that your cat's name's Fluffy, I'm your nerd. Give us a call or shoot us an email. If we don't answer right away, it's because we're deep in the nerdiness with another client. Don't worry, we'll get right back to you. We always do. Kai Tanner, Farm Bureau Insurance.
So down in Moab, we got Rachel Moody. And Rachel, our country was founded on land, and you're selling a canyon of land.
I am an entire 115 acres in a very coveted area here in Moab. It's called Upper Mill Creek Canyon.
This is beautiful. So it's got some water running through it as well?
There is a creek that flows through this property. You do have to cross the stream to get to this property. You actually drive past an area called Ken's Lake and then drop down into the canyon, cross the creek, and then get to the private parcel that is for sale down here.
This is amazing. It looks like a national park.
It does. Can you believe that you could own this? This is actually private land, and it is surrounded by federal land.
Because there isn't that much private land there. It's all pretty much national parks down there, right? And
well, we have, yeah, definitely. Sorry to interrupt, but we have about 3%, 4 to 4% private land. The rest is owned by the federal government, BLM, National Park, State Park, Forest Service, and then there are some tribal lands as well.
Yeah, and so rarity. So rare land is also very valuable land. So tell me about when you buy this canyon, what do you get?
You get 115 acres. The most of it's on, there's a valley floor here with the creek that runs through, Mill Creek. There's also a canyon that cuts up called Slim's Way that will take you up on top of some of the red rock fins. It gives you more expansive views. This is off-grid, so it would take someone coming in doing a project that would include drilling wells and putting in a solar system for them. But they would have their own private 115 acres inside a canyon with Mill Creek running through it with petroglyphs and rock climbing, tons of adventure around them.
And so is this going to be best set up as a development or a single family home?
I think that you could possibly develop it slightly or create some sort of resort style camping up there, but a single family home or a couple of homes would probably be ideal, but there is definitely a lot to be left to your imagination up here.
Yeah, it's absolutely spectacular. So if Rachel, somebody wanted more information on this, how would they reach you?
You can reach me on my cell phone, which is 435-260-8245, or on my website, which is moabrico.com.
St. George is literally one of the best places to see this unique landscape and houses and the way it merges together. And I've got John Ames. And John, I know you sell a ton and you're very specialized in this market. So tell me a little bit about this house.
So Jay, this house is truly one of the gems for Southwest living style here in the St. George area. This home was designed and custom built by a high-end international operations manager for a number of the casinos and resorts in the Las Vegas area. And he did that so well that he now runs operations in Asia. So the construction, the design, the materials of this house were all picked and selected from an international flavor of all these high-end resorts that they built. They actually built this to feel like the ultimate modern spa-like retreat getaway.
It is absolutely beautiful, and as you look through those windows there, you can see those massive cliffs that just look like they're right in the backyard.
This is truly probably one of the top 5 lots in the entire southern Utah area. When I went out to visit this home for the first time, I could not believe the towering red mountains over this house. They are literally hundreds of feet on this lot that go all the way, huge surrounding of approximately 180 degrees around this house. And the house itself has a natural Southwest style. It was built with zuni landscaping. It has natural wood timber finishes, real rock walls, stone and wood flooring. It is absolutely a spectacular house in terms of the finished materials used in it.
Yeah, I love it because what I really like about that area is the houses don't look like houses. They look like they naturally fit into the landscape. And so when you're looking out from your house, you're not seeing houses, you're just seeing landscape all around. And the
Right.
light at night, because I've been out there and it's so dark because they control all the light and everything, right?
Yep. Well, the CCNRs out there are restrictive in that regard because people that go to and build or buy in that greater Kayenta area, they're looking for the house and lifestyle like that. They're not looking for a traditional house that stands out. They want houses that fit into the landscape, not only in terms of the design, but the color and materials that are used in it. Now, This community, I should mention to you, Jay, this is a fantastic community. It has an actual art gallery in the community. It has its own restaurant, and they have dinner events, outdoor food festivals, music events, and even people like Neil Simon come to participate in some of these events here at the art gallery.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm a big fan. This is a great place. This is like the perfect second home getaway, and when you want to just decompress and just get into Mother Nature, this is it.
This is it. This is absolutely it, man. If you want your own spa, this is your own spa getaway for you and your family, and or bring your friends, because the entire time they're at this house, either in the house or in the back courtyard with the pool, they're going to be feeling like they're at the best of best resorts.
Yeah, and that pool is amazing. John, this is a spectacular. This is a very, very unique home. This is a special home. I'm a big fan. I wish I was in a position I'd be buying this thing. So
Absolutely.
John, if somebody wanted more information about this house, how would they reach out to you?
Jay, what they can do is they can call us in St. George at 435-674-6011, or they can email us at aimsteam@sgremax.com.
The last time we moved, the process took a lot longer than I thought, and I lost a bunch of my stuff. I just don't want to go through that again.
Don't worry, Zippy Shell to the rescue. Now, Zippy Shell is a proven nationwide company that is fully licensed and insured. And we bring our shell to your house where you can load it or we can load it for you. And once the container is full, you put a lock on it and we take it to our climate-controlled and secure warehouse. There, we wrap your containers to make your belongings more secure prior to shipping. And your possessions never leave that container until you unload it at your new home, so there's no chance of anything getting lost. And your price is guaranteed on the front end, no last-minute surprises. And that's what Zippy Shell is, portable storage and moving made simple. Contact us through zippyshell.com and tell them Zippy Girl sent you.
Okay, Julie, for this one, we're going to be heading out to Fish Lake, and of course, Fish Lake is right there by Fish Lake National Park, and this is just an absolutely beautiful place, and it's kind of not southern, it's kind of more central Utah, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, kind of Richfield kind of area, and then out a little bit east there, and you come on. You want to talk about fishing and getting away from it? This is it.
It's a great destination location.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you had a family reunion or something, this would be a great place to go. This house sits on 27.5 acres, and it's got a couple hookups. It's got two hookups for RVs on there, and so if you wanted, you've got the house, which has got plenty of room in it, big huge deck as you can see, and then you can put two RVs and they're all hooked up and ready to go. It's got water storage, it's got propane storage, it's got everything, and the wildlife around here. If you want to see wildlife, they're everywhere.
And the views are just so spectacular.
Yeah, and as you go inside, they've got a really just beautiful cabin view. As you can see, all this beautiful wood inside.
Wood.
Yeah, lots of wood, right?
It does.
Yeah,
just what you're looking for in that cabin feeling.
Yeah, very, very beautiful, very elegant. And one of the things that Utah is such a cool place to be, and then to be able to get off, just a couple hours away from Salt Lake and get out and just, go enjoy the, you just got back from a family reunion, right?
Up in the mountains too.
Yeah, that's just the way you go, right?
You bet.
Yeah, I'm actually going down to Fish Lake here this next Monday or Tuesday this next week and go do some fishing.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna get some footage, for the show, because it's kind of a hidden gem. Not a lot of people go down to Fish Lake, but it's a real beautiful place to be. I mean, it's a national forest out there, just beautiful. It's a kind of a higher mountain lake, and they've got some great fishing. I'm gonna go find out about it.
Well, look at how warm and comfortable this house is. It just feels so in tune with the location that it's in, and just warm.
Yeah, very nice. And they continued the styling throughout. This is a lot of work. If you a lot of cost. If you think about wood, the cost of wood, and then you do the ceilings and the walls and everything in wood. I mean, that's the best cabin you can get, I guess, right?
Oh gosh, it's just gorgeous. There's something about having all that wood around you and being out in nature. It just helps you to center and calm down, and just what you need in a destination home.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful property. It's got a lot to offer. I mean, you're sitting on 27.5 acres. You can hook up all your RVs. You got those beautiful views. If you want to get away, you just want to be away from it all.
Well, I'm sure there are ATV trails too that you can get out on.
Yeah, you can go hiking, go biking, RVing,
and
whatever.
Of course fishing.
Gotta do the fishing.
Gotta do the fishing.
Yeah. I'm excited to go down there and because I've never actually fished. Yeah, I've heard all about it. I've heard they've got great fishing there, but I've never been. And so this Tuesday we're going to go down there. We're specifically going down to take a look at this property, take a look at it, and we're going to get some footage. And you know, there's some of the wildlife, and that's just as the camera guy's there. He just looks out. There's the.
You know, sometimes you just need to decompress and go get away. But look how close this is.
Yeah, so cute. And boy, nothing better than Utah and the vast open space, right?
Oh, this is great.
And so on this house, you're going to be looking at $695,000 with 27.5 acres, and that cabin is 2740 square feet with 3 bedrooms, 2 full, and 1 half bath, and it's 100% finished.
Great.
Okay, Julie, for this one, we look at houses normally, but for this one, we're going to be looking at an estate.
This is special. We don't often get a home this large.
Yeah, it's one thing to be large, but this thing is beautiful and decked out and laid out. Somebody had a plan and how they wanted to live their life, and now they're moving on and they are ready to sell this beautiful. And you want to talk about, it's a beautiful estate.
This is a dream home, and it's going to be a dream for someone else now.
That's right, and it's got everything you've ever wanted in an absolutely beautiful property. It's in the beautiful setting of the Heber Valley, which is just right off of Park City. And if this property were in Park City, you're probably looking at a $10 million home. But you can get a really good value on it right down there, but just about $3 million. So you're looking right at $3 million on this one, just right outside of Park City, which is a tremendous value. And as you can see, as we're flying over the backyard here, it looks like you're going to the park next door maybe, but no, you've got your own baseball park in the backyard.
Oh, that's fun, isn't it?
And they've got a racing track just to the other side of this, so you've got a place where you can race your mountain bikes or your BMX motorcycles, whatever that is. And there's a good looking, good view. Look at the cloud just going by, perfectly just going over your land, which is great. Heber Valley is known, of course, it's right there between a couple beautiful bodies of water. You got Deer Creek and Jordanelle, so you're right between the two of those, and beautiful views at Timpanogos. And as we walk into the inside, you're going to see some of they really decked it out, as they should have, right?
This is a gorgeous home, but and all the recreation opportunities all the way around. This is a great home.
And so they did this one kind of unique. As we're looking through this, you're going to notice on the main floor, there's all kinds of entertaining on the main floor. And then they put which is actually, we'd almost consider this a second level on the home, because the way they set it up is you come around, as you come around on the drive, you actually go up to the second story, which takes you onto the kind of the main level, which is really unique design, as you can see the kitchen and everything. And then you go down, which would be actually the lower level, which is still above grade, so it's all light and everything. That's where all the living is, which is it's really neat. It's a really cool, unique way of doing it, because you still get all the benefits of having people come into the house on the main floor and enjoying the whole house for entertaining and everything. And then if you want to go down, you just go down to the lower level, which is basically the main level, and then you still have light on the places where everybody lives.
So there are wonderful views from almost every window in this home.
Yeah, there for sure. And as you can see, you just go right off of the kitchen, you go out to your own gym.
Oh my goodness.
Just absolutely, you got to have a gym,
Gotta
right?
have a gym.
And then also on the main floor, that's where your home theater is, which is a nice big home theater. And they've got a big office area. This is the office, which walks right out onto the deck, right on the main floor. And here we're going to take a look at some of the beautiful stuff that they added in here. That nice wraparound.
Don't you just absolutely? That's just magical. I love that staircase.
Yeah, really beautiful. Now this is now going to be the lower level, but remember, because the way that they built the house, this still has all the natural light and everything, and you walk right out into the backyard, well, kind of the side yard really, and so you're really getting the best of both worlds. You get entertaining on the main floor, and you get your first level, which is basically you kind of have two first level homes. It's almost like a Rambler on 2 stories. That's the best way to explain it.
Well, and look at all these features. This is the lower floor.
Yeah.
And look at the features that are there. There's nothing is missing here.
Yeah, and
Just
so plenty of
beautiful.
bedrooms. On this house, you're going to be looking at 12,500 square feet. It's got 7 bedrooms. It's got 6 full and 2 half baths. It's on 6 and 0.36 acres. It was built in 2007. It has a 3-car garage, and we're going to take a look at more of the amenities because it doesn't stop just with the house. Then it goes into the pool house next to it.
A pool house too.
Gotta have a pool house, and that's all set up. Okay, so this is now looking
Look
off
at
the
this
deck. Just beautiful deck, and you're going to see all those trees wrapping around. It looks perfectly up onto the Timpanogos Mountains right up there. And as you can see, you're away from everything. You've got these big, huge, mature trees, and that's really something special. Big.
Just gorgeous. You know, I look at this home, and you can just almost hear laughter.
That's
you
right.
can. So many people can be there and just enjoying so
Could you
many
imagine
different
the
activities.
holidays here.
Yes.
You got a little snow on the ground. You got the Heber Creeper that goes right along the back there.
Just give me some hot cocoa.
And then you come into your pool, indoor swimming pool.
Look at this.
You got to have your indoor swimming pool when you're up in Heber because it gets cold up there during the winter.
And you know, with that many people available, that cover on the pool makes Mom happy.
That's right.
That
Yeah.
I can relax.
It's got as you can see, it's got a second kitchen right here, and it's got that hot tub, and it's got another little area. And then as you go upstairs, you're going to see they've got another kitchen. So this is the 3rd kitchen.
They've got 3 kitchens.
Yeah. So this is like the guest quarters. It's actually above that kind of above the pool there. They've got kind of the guest place for people to stay up there. Which
Isn't
is
that
just beautiful.
great? Someone doesn't have to worry about taking care of their guests. They can have that available. They can do what they like. Look at this.
It doesn't feel like your own forest right there, right? It really does. I mean, this is a spectacular home, and it's such a value. If you compare this to Park City, because you're right there. If you want to fly in, they've got the airport right next to this. Right where the jets fly in is literally right next to this. Just perfectly far enough away. That's the equestrian center that's right off to the left there. You got your own base park. You got the Heber Creeper, and you got all the skiing all wrapped in at just under $3 million.
Someone has loved this home, and it's just going to be a dream come true for someone else.